So first, we talk about a system. So what is a system? A system is a set of detailed methods, procedures, and routines that carry out specific activities, perform a duty, achieve goals or objectives, or solve problems. So systems are always composed of smaller subsystems, and each subsystem is designed to achieve one or more organizational goals. Because so many subsystems are working together, there may be goal conflict. Goal conflict occurs when the subsystem's goals are inconsistent with the goal of another subsystem or the system as a whole. We call this goal conflict. Then goal congruence is achieved when a subsystem achieves its goals while contributing to the organization's overall goal. Then data versus information. Data are facts that are collected, recorded, stored, and processed by an information system. So for example, 1, 2, 3, right? ABC company, $99, $20, all these are data. Then what is information? If we look at those data, it's meaningless, right? But if we put those facts within a context of a sales invoice, for example, it becomes meaningful. Now we consider it information, right? For example, invoice data, right? Customer name is ABC company, and the $20 is the price. Total invoice amount $20. So now if this is information, so information is data that have been organized and processed to provide meanings and context that can improve the decision-making process. Right, so you're going to try the multiple choice by yourself. And we talk about value of information. Is more information better? Okay. If we have a lot of information, there may be information overload. And information overload reduces decision-making quality and increases information production costs. And also when we get information, we have to trade its benefits with its cost. Right? Sometimes it's too costly to gather, maintain, or store information, then it's better to give up. Right? Here we have a case which is information system at 7-Eleven. This is the Japanese grocery store, chain store. So watch the video to see what you can learn from information system at 7-Eleven. What makes information useful? Okay, so we have a long list, which is 14 general characteristics that makes information useful. Okay. So if you read a textbook, you're going to go through all the details. But just by looking at these terms, I think you should understand what they're saying. For example, information will be timely, right? Information will be relevant, current, objective, okay, verifiable. Again, try this multiple choice. Then we talk about organizational decisions and information needed. So business organizations use business processes to get things done. right? For example, we have processes like acquiring capitals, right? Acquiring equipment, hiring or training employees, right? And selling merchandise. All these are we call the processes. These processes are a set of structured activities that are performed by people, machine, or both to achieve a specific goals. So the textbook lists the key decisions and the information needed. That is in table 1-2. For example, what are the key decisions in the process of selling merchandises? Right? Then when we sell merchandises, we have to think about what is the optimal price, right? How to customize products for customers, how to deliver. Are we going to offer credit for customers? So if we do, what is the credit limit? Okay. So all these are the decisions we're going to make. To make those decisions, we have to get information. We need information, for example. We need information on the product costs, right? And what are our margin we want to achieve. What are customer needs? What are their preferences? Okay. And all these are information we needed. Again, try this multiple choice question. Then we talk about transaction information between internal and external parties in an AIS. So business organizations conduct business transactions between internal and external stakeholders. Internal stakeholders are employees, like employees and managers. External stakeholders are trading partners, such as customers and vendors, as well as other organizations, such as banks and government. So there's a lot of transaction information traded between insiders and outsiders. So the AIS will capture the flow of information between these users for the various business transactions. Right, so this graph shows the interaction between AIS and the different parties. For example, for vendors, okay, we're going to capture information such as purchase orders, goods and services provided, right, and vendor invoices and vendor payments. And for customers, again, we're going to capture customer orders, right, goods, services sold, right, and then customer invoices and then customer payments. All right, so all these will be captured by the AIS. So we know a transaction is agreement between two entities to exchange goods or services or any other events, right? That can be measured in economic terms by an organization. So in transactions, we often have the so-called give and get exchange. So one party is going to give, and also we will get something from the other party. Okay, there are some basic business processes. Right, we use to, I should say that there are a group of give and get transactions or exchanges. Okay, within a certain processes. Okay, and we call these basic business processes. For example, we have revenue processes, in which we have the exchange transaction like give goods, give services, and get cash or get accounts receivable exchanges, transactions, right? Then in the expenditure, we have get goods, get services, and give cash or give account payable transactions. So all these are basic business processes. Okay, so the AIS is going to capture information for those business processes, and most importantly, how we're going to control those information, make those information more useful. This is what AIS is about to do. So each transaction cycle is sending appropriate information to the other cycles, right? For example, right, there are information exchanged between different cycles, like expenditure cycles and production cycles, right? Or between the payroll, human resource payroll cycles and production cycles. And each business cycle can include many business processes or activities. And the various transaction cycles are set as separate modules in many accounting software packages, right? Like the payroll, right, will be an independent module. Procurement or purchase will be a module, right? The general ledger will be a module. Production will be modules, okay? Again, try these multiple choice questions. Now, we'll talk about what is accounting information system. We know the setting, right? So accounting information system is a system that collects, records, stores, and processes data to produce information for decision makers. Accounting information system consists of people, procedures, and instructions, both manual or automated. Right? Even the bookkeeping, right? The paperwork bookkeeping you can call this accounting information system, right? Then technologies, talking about data, software, and IT infrastructure. And finally, probably the most important part is controls to safeguard information. Therefore, a transactional data is collected and stored into meaningful information from which business decisions are made, and provides adequate controls to protect and secure the organizational data assets. This is what AIS is doing. Okay, try this multiple choice question. How does an AIS add value? So generally speaking, a well thought out AIS can add value through the following. It can improve the quality and reduces costs of products or services, right? It improves its efficiency. It shares knowledge. It improves the efficiency and the effectiveness of its supply chain. It improves the internal control structure, also improves decision making. So these are the general points. Again, try these multiple choice questions. AIS and artificial intelligence and data analytics. So this is a very new topic. Artificial intelligence uses computer systems to simulate human intelligence processes such as learning, reasoning, and self-improvement. Within accounting, AI may be used to automate parts of the financial reporting process, the audit, and many operational decisions. Another emerging topics in accounting information system is data analytics. Data analytics is the use of software and algorithms to discover, describe, interpret, communicate, and apply meaningful patterns to improve business performance. Right? For example, we always talk about big data. Is those companies like Facebook is using, right, all their users' information to calculate your preferences, right? Or even your friends' preferences, so they can better send your advertisement. So data analytics have long been used to analyze past performance. And increasingly, data analytics are designed to focus on the future, to predict your next movement, your next purchase. Okay, we have a chapter later to cover data analytics, the basic knowledge of data analytics. So watch these videos, which is big data at Walmart, to see how Walmart using data analytics to improve its performance. Another rising topic is blockchain. If you're talking about blockchain, think of Bitcoin. Yes, Bitcoin is part of the product of blockchain, but blockchain is a broader topic. Generally speaking, blockchain is named as chains blocks of data together through the use of cryptographic algorithms that creates hashes. Okay, so to learn more about blockchain, go through these visual guidance of blockchain to get a better understanding of blockchain. Okay, I'm not going to go through it. It's a big topic. So some of the blockchain's advantages, like accuracies, right? Because transactions are verified by many thousands or millions of networked computers. Okay, so it should be very accurate. Even if one computer makes a mistake, okay, the error will not spread to the rest of the blockchain because many others are working correctly. And blockchain data are transparent. All transaction details, right? All details will be stored in the chain. Again, data consistency, right? Data are often located in multiple databases, right? And now the data are stored in the chain, so it's basically everywhere. So each network has its own copy of the data. And some computer may contain their inconsistent data, but the network will verify it and it becomes useless in the blockchain. So there are many other advantages of the blockchain, and I believe it has a potential, especially in accounting, okay, AIS information auditing. So what the textbook does not mention is the there are certain disadvantages for for the blockchain. Okay. In addition to the susceptibility of the attack, but it's very difficult to attack the blockchain. You have to attack at least 55%, more than half of the computational power in the network. Otherwise, you're going to fail. But in addition to that, there's another cost is there's a capacity limit to recorded transactions. Okay. Unlike a single computer recording a transaction can finish in seconds, or maybe can record it immediately. But to record transactions, there are certain limits within the network. I believe there's a limit for per second, how many transactions can record per second within the blockchain. Okay. Next, we talk about cloud and Internet of Things, OT. Cloud computing, okay, for sure takes advantage of the modern global network to allow individuals to access software, hardware, and application environment remotely. Now we have seen the benefit of having a cloud computing, right? And in recent years, more and more softwares are offering the so-called cloud service. So you no longer have to install the software in your computers. Instead, you're going to get an access to their cloud site from where you're going to run the software. Then the Internet of Things refers to the embedding of sensors in multitude of devices that are capable of communicating or sharing data with the Internet. Like a refrigerator, right, with sensors can automatically check what you have in your refrigerator, and it can also automatically order, grocery for you. And also we have a lot of these sensors in the vehicles. So Internet of Things allows for monitoring and control of many common devices. Okay. There are significant security implications to the Internet of Things. So watch this video to see what is Internet of Things. Okay, also talk about AIS and strategies. So an account information system is influenced by an organization's strategy. So a strategy is overall goal of the organization hopes to achieve. For example, increasing profitability could be one of the strategies. So once the overall goal is determined, organizations can determine actions needed to reach their goal and identify the information requirement necessary to measure how well they are doing in obtaining that goal. AIS in the value chain. First, what is value chain? Right? A value chain is a chain that links all primary and support activities in a business. So what are primary activities? Primary activities provide direct value to the customer. Then support activities enable prime activities to be efficient and effective. Okay, so this graph illustrates the primary activities and the support activities. primary activities, we have inbound logistic operations, outbound logistics, marketing, sales, and services. The support activities include, right, firm infrastructure, human resources, technologies, and purchasing. So this is a value chain. The value chain is also part of the supply chain. So supply chain is broader. The supply chain also shows the not only the organization's value chain, it also refers to the extended assistance to outsiders, like it includes suppliers, distributors, retailers, and customers. Together we call them supply chain. Again, AIS for sure is going to benefit both the value chain and supply chain. Alright, so try these multiple choice questions, and this is the answers to those multiple choice questions. And also you have a weekly quiz to complete. So this is just a brief lecture. I suggest you read the notes and also read textbook chapters to better understand the lecture. Okay?